Alright, we're back in Krastorio. Let's do it. After all this arguing with Prime Music. We removed a radar now, eh? That's interesting. We still have a radar at least. I'm guessing... No, there's a technology though. What do they call it? Radar? Dance radar? Oh, it's still... it was ganked out, but it's still there. Okay. Cool. Spiders. Yeah, we need, like, rare metals pronto. Left over from last time. Oh yeah, we had that going. Got one thingy. Nice start. Yeah, when I was doing the picking the... do I have to log in a second time when I have Prime already linked to your Twitch? It's very strange. That's the first thing that I don't understand. That is something I genuinely don't understand. Oh yeah, hi. How you doing? The music works? Nice! Yeah, they have if they have separate sessions, it's not going to help things. I might talk to the AM about it, see what he can do, see if we can push the feedback back. You know what? Some upgrades. Oh, that's not really helping. Oh, it's this thing... What is that thing called I saw you used where you put down a blueprint and an outpost and the train comes and builds? It's going to be awesome that Twitch VODs won't be muted. Yeah, hopefully this thing's sustainable. Ah, so that's actually something I wanted to do today, Lunas. I have the blueprint. I actually was thinking about it earlier this morning, and I don't think I have a proper blueprint for it. Actually, that might be it right there. At least part of it. I think it's... I don't think that's one of them. I think I had a book which had the two components. The trouble is, it's in a perpetual beta. Outpost builder had... Yeah, this looks like the FE one. As I say, the problem is it's in a perpetual beta. Like, I keep making new ones. It's looking like I need some better stacker arrangements. Also, a lot of the songs that are on here are actually terrible versions. They're like really janky remasters and... Hey!
HMME don't need to be subbed to get the music working, now it works.
Don't need to be subbed to get it working? Now it works. Oh, thank you very much for that, what is that? 2 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for that. This print book? That's probably it. Because there's also one which... Oh, that's the... I think that's the base supply and trash one. I think that's slightly different. Like, this track is a really bad remaster. Yeah, this is for, like, actual bigger bases, although you could use it either way. It would work. Oh, diggity, coming on in with that raiding party. Oh, jeez, I got Magi. Hey, and Neon. I was. How you doing, Cold?
Grab his dick and twist it!
Insival, hey. Face cam, yes. Face cam, double face cam even. What's up? Oh, not much. Just doing a bit of Factorio. How is your stream? What were you streaming, actually? Yeah. You were doing... Ah, you're on the Terraria. Could you explain how it works? A terrarium? Sure. Just wanna... Or in just a moment, I'll just wanna clean this up. That way the trains can do their thing again. Yeah, you can go. That's fine. Like yourself there. Oh, the trains are going anyway. They're all blocking each other. Oh, good, good. Spot predators, merger can look at both directions at the same time. Exactly. This is overly complex? That's fine. It's just normal Factorio, it's fine. Oh, the blueprint, however, yeah, that is needlessly complex. I mean, speaking of, I've still been meaning to do a video on the make everything, breaking down how it works, because it's compared to that thing, it's actually quite a lot simpler. That time and all that. Again, not been helping. I've been wanting to do it for like a few weeks now. Okay, one of these tracks is the right track to pull up. Get there eventually. Go there. There we go. You're complaining. Oh, you're unsignalable. Of course you are. Can you do that? Now that. Can you manage that? Yes, you can. How's Stargy going? And I did ask if you played my Time Importer. I haven't played my Time Importer. It's not grabbing me. That one. I had looked into it. Stargy's going really good. We're on winter of year 2 now. So we're getting pretty close to year 3, which I think is meant to be basically the end of game. There we go. Here's all Terraria out for nights and nearly headed to bed. Alright, catch you later, Neon. Stack alive. There we go. Raise the stacker. We got it sorted. Let's add some extra power in. Now this blueprint. It's a work of art, I guess you could say. Oh boy. It's a blank controller though. Actually, let's undo that. Let's actually set this thing up properly. Slazer, good afternoon. Just want to say Porsche is Factorio Stardew once you get deep proportions. Okay, let's have give it another look. US Builder had notes from an old VOD timestamps. Oh, the VOD's gone. Oh, because it's not highlighted. Hey, you're onto the new... Yeah, so we swapped out... This is related to discussion on Discord. Derp is one of the least used, so I swapped it out for a spare one which I had called Boomerang. Or Rang, for short, which was previously only a bid emote. So now you get access to that one. Summer sale coming up soon, usually hits 10. Okay, I think that'll be one to keep an eye on. Alright, so you go there. Hugo, there. Now I just need the bots to bring the good stuff. If they are so inclined. If they are so inclined. I've got to find the fuel holes. There it is. Music stopped, and again tells you need unlimited... Yeah, of course. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. This one works? Yeah, I thought so. It was region-based. So I need to point that down. I whacked it earlier. And I've acted earlier, now it's a little high, pointing up a little bit. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here with this thing. Like, quite a lot to unpack. So, if you've seen anything I've done previously... there. Music started before, internet capped. Yeah, because it's streaming that as well. It's gonna be brutal. So, as I was saying, yeah, where was I at? As I was saying, if you've seen the stuff I've done before, the green wire was exclusively used by the all-train system. This one exclusively uses the red wire. So that's what the red wire's for, and that's why I basically never use it. Rums! How you doing? Rums, we taken. Hey. So we plug the red wire into here. This is the receiving point. At this point here, the signal is filtered. It's every circuit, every non-item signal and fluid signal is filtered out. I've got to remember how this works exactly. It actually does it the old crappy way. Yeah, it does stuff and things. Bedtime? Alright, have a good one, Colt, and thank you for bringing on in that raid. Now, I legitimately don't remember what the C does. Oh, it's a counter. So, the C thing periodically updates what the request is. It only updates every 10 seconds or so. That way, the list of items to request doesn't keep spamming. On top of that, it also stores the request. When a train arrives here, it stores the request. So once a train pulls in, the request can't change. If that makes sense. And then all of the logic here is about looking at, it reads what's in the train. Where is it? Oh, that's the actual train number to determine if a train is actually there. We want to read the train contents because we want to know what's in the train. The purpose for that is... I don't even remember what that does. Both red and green wire for the supply. No, you only need... this one only needed red. So the way I set it all up originally, way back, is supply and trash is on red, and then outposts are on green. So I managed to get the two separated, amazingly. Yeah, and so the logic here is about pulling in the items, filtering out any garbage, and then here is all about comparing what's needed with what's on the train, and then it satisfies the train once, or either time or if everything's satisfied, then it does the D signal. I believe it was. It's, as I said, there's a lot to unpack. I don't even really remember how this thing works. Minus 100. So I don't even remember why there's minus 100. I really don't know. I don't remember what L does. Yeah, once the train gets a D, it leaves. As it turns out. Slur. Oh my god. It's all signal filtering. Oh boy. But yeah, this is a very overbuilt version of I believe, going back a step. This one round here somewhere. This one's much simpler. I know what this one is. This one, it just puts in a fixed quantity of stuff. Yes, that's why it's much simpler. Why didn't we start with that one? Ignore that one, actually. This one is the generic case. In fact, screw it. Let's undo that. There. Oh, I'm undoing that. Oops. Yeah, this one is actually the right one. Yeah, well, moving swiftly along. Let's just keep this one. Yeah, looking at it, I don't even remember how it works. As I say, there's a lot to unpack in here. And this is also this is the generic case one. So it's able to do anything. Which is probably a little bit over the top for most cases. This is more for, say, supplying this base up here with materials. More so than supplying an outpost, which is what the Factory Extended base does. Oh, you're all broken, eh? Did we did get the silo going, yeah, because we launched 12 rockets now. Waiting on circuits. Let's focus on the job at hand, maybe, and that is to make circuits. Circuits needs green circuits. Green circuits needs copper. Base needs copper to make more copper. Think. Oh no, we are on 2 copper outposts. I know what's. You know what they're missing though? They're missing the super duper inserters. I think it's time we started doing some beacon builds though. We also need to drain these out and do it the same as this one here. Do the upgrade. Alright, let's get these 2 belts going. Yeah. Should actually start working towards the pink belts as well. Yummy, hey! What items do I have on the bus? We can go up and have a look. I started out with, well, it's got quite a bit of, well, it was supposed to be quite a bit of copper, but we're a little starved in the minute. So we got copper, batteries, iron plate, gears, steel plate, the, what is it, imersite plate? Silicon, glass, the lithium batteries, lithium, the fancy metals, the crystals, and plastic. There's also rocket fuel up here, and that's where the bus starts getting a little big. Turns out you don't really need a lot of the basics. That's why I was originally planning on 4 belts of iron plate, but it really didn't need it. And so I got gears here instead. It could probably be dropped down to 1 even. You can really reduce it down. You'd have steel plate instead. And any iron items as well. Like iron beams is another one that I'm doing, as well as gears. Because they're used quite frequently. Where do I... I'm not sending those. Oh, send those down there. I thought I did. Oh, I know where they're going to. They're going to concrete. That's why. Think it went overkill? And here I was thinking I went overkill. And this is actually pretty small for me too. Yeah, we also got circuits up here as well, but it's again, it's a bit of a mess because I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know what was needed. I mean, worst case scenario is you can build too little, and then you're kind of screwed. Because then you got to build more. You got to like redo everything and make room. So overkill isn't a terrible thing. All right. That's what I'm thinking. That's the way. Because when it comes to this game, like whatever it is, whatever you need to double it and then double it again every time. Just like coffee. Yeah, double it, then double it again. Not that. Yeah, let's have a look at Helmod. So, add a recipe. Copper plate from the processed ore. We're going to put it into these. We're going to give it some of that. Give it some beacons. Apparently it's only 3. Need to get more space though. Current byte revolutions at 0.89. Damn. I don't know what my byte revolution's at right now. What are we at? Uh, 0.93 now. Although I'm at a good position against the biters. But yeah. Gotta stay on top of it. Say 60 by 2. Change that to a minute. And thank you for throwing that follow. Lasers, about to look into artillery. Something that's actually, let's close out that. Something that's worth looking into is, if this is on Krastorio, have a look at these railguns. These things are amazing. If you're on regular vanilla, artillery's the way to go. But Krastorio railguns, these things they're the best. Like, a little bit of lasers to clean up the excess, and then the railguns do the bulk of the work. Neil. Back to this thing. That's by 60 a second by, say 2 by 60 again. That's better. Rocket turret, yeah, the rocket turret was really disappointing. The nukes that it fired were really anemic. Right, let's add that. Close that. I don't need 16 under that many beacon. I don't understand how this beacon thing works. So is that under the influence of 11? Number of beacons affecting one factory, 4. So do we want 8? Constant beacon? Now that's 33. Oh, I suppose that's total. 8 affecting 1? I think. It's a lot of smelters. So, yeah, 16. Yeah. Yeah. Dang it. Alright, let's deconstruct these. It's nice that it gives you an extra little process, but it doesn't... I've said this with many of the things in Krastorio, it doesn't, like, go in overboard like it would with Angels. It also doesn't help that a lot of the Angel stuff is just sort of pointless busy work. We're making that. Have a beacon, I don't have a beacon thing. Alright. Gotta find some beacons. Oh, still here. Oops, I Control Z then. Done. Right, this is when things get interesting. Now to save on accidentally beacon aligning, I'm gonna need to bunch them up together like that and go under the beacons. Yeah, you're gonna need an in, the ore, and then an out for enriched ore. Need a belt. You're gonna need a belt. You also need an output. Do it like that. Because there's only one pipe coming back out again. There. Now we can just repeat this. What does enriched ore give you? So enriched ore. Where is it? There it is. So normal smelting, it's 10 copper ore in to 5 copper plates out. When you go through enriched ore, you instead get 5 in to 5 out. It's not quite 1-to-1 because the enriched process is 9 in to 6 out. So there's still a little bit of loss, but it's much more efficient. You don't lose that 50% like you do here. And then it also produces this dirty water from the copper enrichment. So this also produces 25 dirty water. And the 25 dirty water has a 10% chance of turning back into copper ore. So there's a little bit of payback there. And it can also be productivity, so there's more gains to be had as well. Arguably, in the scheme of things, you could probably survive without it. I haven't really invested in it, but it's a nice little value add. So how many was it? It was 16. 6, 8, 10. Not easier than I thought it would be. And I might even move it over a few tiles, as you do. Like that. Like that there. Ooh, hang on. There. Bit of a waste of undergrounds. Oh well. I like being able to climb around builds. Give you a little bit of power. Substations. They make builds so much nicer. Praise the substation. Damn straight. Yeah, so it's here. Need to realign that. And that's our return dirty water. This area anymore. Yeah. Significant saving on water. Adding the beacons. Probably do even more with loaders. That was quality right there. So can it actually process all of this at once? Well, with the help of sulfuric acid it will. Kind of curious to see what happens here. Just get a feel for the build. Oh, you're right in the middle of that. Well, we'll get rid of that anyway. Not really helping. There, and there. And it's done. Hell is that? Oh, it's me adding random things to playlists again. What does this thing... It does that. Yeah. No. I'm trying to do 2 to 3. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's there. Hang on, no, that's a... Just do it the easy way. Do another one of these. It's a bit weird having to change the recipes in the smelters. One thing I will say about this. I understand why it's done it. Why it's done that way. There we go. Change those to drop near. What's that? 2, 4, 6. 6. Someone was talking about his time at Porsche. It's $12 in Epic Store during their sale. Can you repeat the last part? Sure. Just do the stuff and things and then it's all good. It appears to have either run out of acid or ran out of water. Appears that doesn't quite reach. Yeah, all you need to do is just simply do the stuff and the things, and then it's all good. Got a pretty decent job at eating the 2 belts. I don't know if I've really achieved anything or if I've just reduced down what was already there. What was it, 3.2-ish before? It's up to 5. Rather at like 10 or something. Seems like a more reasonable number. You... can't do that. You can't do that either. The reason for that is I don't have the singularity card. You don't have singularity cards either. Can do that. I can do all of them. And that one. Another one on the near side. Yeah. I kind of prefer a loader to do it. Probably water limited. No. It's too much dirty water. Where? There it is. Right? No, you can't. Of course you can't. It's now got to boost up these. It'd be better if they were actually up here. Which I might just do. Better if this was slid over a little bit. Just let it clear out as much ore as possible. What is that splitter miss? That one there, that's a Colonel Will thing. I don't know who actually came up with it. That's pretty cool. It's actually pretty clever. It's a full 4-lane splitter, all packaged down into one tiny little thing. It's made for one of his ultra compact builds for a playthrough. Let's just throw more down. More is better, isn't it? Betterer. More equals faster, exactly. Da-da. Now, if it wasn't struggling for water before, it's going to be struggling for water now. It also produces a surplus of water. Yeah, so this thing stops it overfilling with new water. There we go. Helps if I get the belts the right way around. But you go up there. Scrap goes in there. Apparently there's pipes in the way. I think that's fine. I think. We'll figure it out as we go along. So you should be backed up on... No? You'll be waiting on acid. Water. I definitely didn't forget the water. There we go. Yeah, your aneurysm it can be satisfied now. Or your aneurysm can be cleared. It's not all kinking back and forth. That water? What are you? Backed up on dirty water. Apparently I pulled it up somehow. Yeah. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Borrow.
Moho dive.
Throwing down that 13-month resub. Thank you very much. We show some love and hype in chat there for borrowed. Bam. Oh, of course it's not working again. It's not working again. It's the worst. Stream Deck. Stream Deck is the worst now. Yeah, but thank you very much for that. Throwing down that sub. Yeah, gonna need some help there with the bot to do it for me. Does it work now? Nope. It just periodically just decides, nope, not gonna work anymore. Yeah, this thing is a 4-lane balancer. It's just smooshed up into a rather tight package. It's just one of these things. Bam. Oop. Near. Looks like it doesn't store the drop near stats. Because I copied that up and cut and pasted it. No matter. Hopefully it's a slight improvement. I'd better deal with that. The underclocked, 4 to 4, poor man's Swiss Army knife balances. It's a good balancer. It's doing a lot all at once. Can't argue on that department. That go. Oh, your fuel. Amazingly, it's still just trickling along. That's been unplugged for quite a while. Oh yeah, how's the thing been going on? Has it been cutting in and out? Oh, you're important. Better put that back. May or may not commit similar heresy. Of course you do. This is our return stone. Did you ask about? Yeah, I asked about the plugin, how it's working out. Still, like saying you need unlimited or what? Hmm. Yeah, I was complaining about Clowntown for going nuts on the green undergrounds, because they are painfully expensive. I'm doing the same thing. Filtered stone. The stone goes down there. And maybe one day I might actually remove the smelting that's here. Where's that belt there? Thinking of having 25%. Hearing about 25%, but I don't have the music up. Okay. They're gonna have to work around the whole Prime Unlimited thing to make it work. It's either that or just go back to normal. And then worry about the apocalypse. It's the real motivation for it, is there is a copyright apocalypse coming. It's unfortunately a thing. I've sort of been able to get away for a long time. What do you... Speed modules. Waiting on components, you're waiting on circuits. I mean, it was hard enough for me finding stuff that was that wasn't Prime Unlimited, just on my end. But knowing that it's region specific, like it varies per region, is actually, oh, it's headache-inducing. It's probably safe to cut this. Sweep it up the old-fashioned way. Scavenge. Scavenging for circuits. What is this? Just barbaric it is. 39k wood. Just hope you don't get caught after all. Why should you get in trouble just because someone else noticed you did something technically illegal? Sure, yes. In general, you can get away with it as long as you don't do rap music. It's only well, two things actually. Rap music, because rappers are really uptight about that sort of thing, and your big name A-grade artists. So, pumping out something from a fairly minor artist from, say, 10 years ago won't get you in, it won't be pursued as hard as, say, a current Lady Gaga track. Bring on the 80s. It's not an absolute bringing on the 80s as well. Like, because there's anything that's really big, big name 80s, like Madonna, would be untouchable. You wouldn't want to touch that, because that's basically what it comes down to, is anything big money, because she's still big money, so you don't want to touch that. And it's a, I don't, from what I've heard, rap music's a bit of it's a bit on the big money side, but it's also because they're really protective of their work. Something interesting, because the independent audio streams, mute the stream, talk to the kids. That is interesting. I don't want to touch it now. No. Don't know where she's been. That's actually backed up. I can get around that. We do need to do better smelting here anyway. It might be worth doing boss smelting in the long term. It's all green now. There we go. See how long that lasts. It just drains out instantly. You'll just have 3 very thin belts. Yeah, there we go. Because that's a lot of smelting right there. What is that? That's 4,000, 5,000 a minute. And this is 60 items, so 3,600 by 3, which is a lot. Upgrade Crown Blind, please. It's amazing. This thing is great. I very rarely use Upgrade Planner without the whitelist. I very rarely use the Upgrade Planner just as is like that. Because you always end up upgrading something that you don't want upgraded. Another really good one is the Decon Planner Blacklist, Deep Trees Rocks Only. Normally, you want to destroy every tree in existence, but sometimes you don't want the bots tied up taking down trees. So it's really handy. Don't use Blacklist very often, but sometimes it can be really powerful. Must stand to be a pink belt. Noises. And things and stuff and junk. Okay. Using coal smelters because you already ran on coal? Pretty much, yeah. I had that there from the very beginning and I just couldn't be bothered upgrading. When I first played Factorio, I wanted an inserter with Blacklist. I had a base game, because why not? I don't remember what for now. It works really well with filter inserters, having a Blacklist. The best example that I ever needed, or the best reason I ever needed a Blacklist for was... where are we at? Yeah, filter inserter. And if you had a train which had track in it, Blacklist, track, and then anything you put in there that's not track will get it removed. That's actually, like, so amazing. Goes for any sort of outpost train, or building train like that. Being able to pull something out that doesn't need to be there. I remember I was wanting that back in, like, version 12. I don't think we need these smelters anymore somehow. Oh. Oh. I think we've drained out the copper a little bit there. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's replace these. Remember how I was going to replace these and then I immediately forgot about it? We probably should do something about that. Waiting for the copper to drain before replacing. Yeah, it shows you how much this stuff's... those chests stores, just by how long it took. And we have Zil 4. Oh, bye-bye train. So the filters on the decon planner were a lot of fun to work on. Same with the upgrade planner, the filter selection... Smart and about what it shows on either side. Oh, that does sound like a headache. It would actually make sense because sometimes the decon planner filters does derp out. I don't know if it still does. Sometimes, like setting stuff and then setting to a blacklist, it wouldn't save the blacklist setting. I remember from ages ago. I don't know if it still does it though. It was very, very rare when it did it, though. Let's get rid of these. It may... usually when it happens, it was on a multiplayer game, so it was... That's why I never really reported it, was because I assumed it was latency based. Okay. Got a fair chunk of stuff in there. I'm watching Develop Factory on his... Yeah, Arsening is one of the developers. I haven't actually seen them on lately, like in quite a while. It's probably not helping things because this thing's just getting destroyed. Ah, you only got into it 2 months ago. Ah, you're just on the edge of just getting used to the idea of the Cractorio. Just entering the world of Cractorio. I don't know, how am I gonna... I'm kind of thinking I should go either end. Or I could belt weave. Rabbit hole this way, please enter. Ah, there's a tree. Get rid of it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Eh. Welcome to your addiction. Needed for it is needed for circuits. It's precious. Alright, there's me delivery. Been a few nights where suddenly it's 3:30 AM and I've worked 5 hours. That's classic, isn't it? Gets us all. How many did I put in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Du-du-du, 4, 5. Be productivity'd. Yes, you can. I said it before, but I gotta admit I hadn't actually tried. Or did I? I don't remember. Well, we know for sure now. Is it part of the planning? Ah. How did I lose the modules then? Oh, either way, we've got a full belt. How can we do more with it? So what happens when you're half asleep because of huge storms going on? Tunnel exit trick? Tunnel exit trick? Something like that. Suppose that'll work. Like input? Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. I could just do that. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it does there. You do that there. Ah, hang on. You do that there. I see a problem. Spin that way. That hasn't actually achieved anything. Damn it. Try that. Can we manage that? Yeah, I should be generating that many belts total. I was trying to be clever using the loaders, but it's not working. Hey, oh, Ken Shane throwing down that 14-month resub. Thank you very much. Can we see some love and hype in chat there for Ken Shane? There. So now this thing's fully backed up. It's going as hard as it can. Can I show some love? Nope. Of course it won't. And it's somewhat backed up now. Circuits are all backed up. You're low on silicons. Oh, crap. I see the problem straight away. Can you see the problem? Oh dear. You can build that fourth line to smelting? I can. Or I could deal with that. How? Oh, that's how. I thought that was a stone requester, not a not a copper requester. Oh dear. Let's just copy and paste the request. There, and boop it there. And that filter should deal with the rest. We definitely don't want this here, because of the mess it's made. Yep. What do I actually do to copper? It just destroys it. Works for me. Yeah, it just destroys it. Right, I think that's it. It's the stones. It's the copper's punishment for finding its way in here. It just gets it destroyed. Okay, well, let's make all of this green because we can. No other reason than we can. One didn't get the copper out. Well, that one's still destroying copper. Yeah, that one's still destroying copper. It's going to be at it for a while. A belt's basically maxed again, maxed now anyway, so it should be all good. I should really move this belt too. The question is, what it comes down to it is ultimately, what am I trying to achieve right now? Other than progressing science, which we're sort of doing. Getting some more sweetgets. Oh, we need more rocket parts. Need more rocket fuel. Go from right. And let's just kill off that. So which one? Go from the bottom on the right. One, two, this one. Have I got that right? I don't know, they all seem going. Seem like they're going. Oh, not. Oh, yeah, because everything else was sucking up the input, so it wasn't running. Yeah, because the loaders suck up so much stuff. Let's see them making the final type of belt. Just to get things keep things moving along and tech progressing. I'm actually gaining. I am gaining speed modules. There it is. Eh, I can't get through these stupid combinators. You, and you. You need a green bell, 40 superior bells, 2 undergrounds. These things are expensive. Sneak through mod? Good. Okay. A Mercium gear wheel, processing unit, and splitter. Mercium gear wheel. What was it? Was it 8? I think it was 2. And one of them. 2? 2. Perfect. You need low density structure, 6 gears. Just to be extra mean. Just dear. Oops. One low density? Not that it's really that expensive. It's the gear wheel that's the problem child. I think it was 4. 6. You really feel the pain on those. At 50 AU. Just to really suffer. There we go. Right, you need green 10 and 1. So a green... Green? No. Green. You and 10 of these. Yep, that's it. And we'll set the thing to see the chain. Combinator for the belt? Uh-oh. Did I set a wrong one? Ah, yeah. Yeah. That's the best thing with this thing is how it automatically or dynamically requests what's needed to make the intermediates. My favourite thing about this build. Dynamically calls for everything as it's required. So they need to sit on a constant supply of intermediates. It just automatically has them, does them for you. So good. Right, so that's going to digest away. It's getting the gears. Am I making the gears somewhere? Probably put some gears down some. Yeah, there they are. I did put some gears down. Have 2 of them and 2 of them. That's going to be so much stuff. Not a good long-term solution, but it'll give it a bit more of a boost right now. So my trash slots are full. The poor robo network's going to be full of junk now. I don't think I can easily drain all that too. Right, that's that complaining. How's that looking now? Well, it's starved of materials, that's how it's looking. Oh, it's a start. Asking for 50. I was wondering what was going on there. Wondering what's going on here. Ah. It's all just coming from this one, or these 2 mines. So where was stone 1? It's almost out. Need to hurry it on up. this one. Just needs to hurry up as well. Let's make like this lot. Okay. So we've done a whole lot of more fastering, and I don't know if we actually achieved anything. I mean, that's maxed out. Oh, wood's looking a little sad. That's something, yeah, kind of looking better as a good start. Where did these go? Oh, you went into that. But I'm not using those anymore, am I? No. They don't do anything to me. I do hate how these cards expire. So I don't actually need... Do I not need Binatech anymore? Like, I'm not seeing it in the combat stuff. Yeah, so that's one... It's the Singularity Lab stuff. None of that actually needs the lower tier cards. So I don't even need Binatech research anymore. Like, I could conceivably demolish all that. Yeah, the lack of wood's killing my suikets. While I'm on the subject of it, we could just increase the efficiency with some fertilizer, which is biomass and nitric acid. We actually have that, yeah, it's a whole different recipe. 60 seconds, makes 80 wood, so it doubles the amount of wood output. Yeah, there. So nitric acid, which is one of these, nitric acid there. And that combines with biomass. Which we can also do up there with chemical plant, I think. Biomass in the biolab, that's the one. Oxygen and petroleum. Biolab. So it could do biolab based stuff. So, where is our... there's our biomass. Clean that out. Is slow? What's the craft time like? So it's a craft speed of 1, and this is 60. Ooh, yeah, that's a slow one. I wonder if it can be influenced by beacons. Fertilizers made in chemical plants. So we can do that up at the chemical place. We can maybe set aside a little bit of this and then switch over to it. Like, we can work away at both.
Hey, look, media. And my sound doing pretty good. Let's use... maybe not that one. Yeah, I have a cam. I have a cam now. Can the wood be influenced by beacons? That is probably the most fundamental question we should be looking at is do these affect these? No is the answer to that question. No, they don't. Because it's not lighting up white, which means it's not influencing it. So why are we making rocket turrets still? Because it's set to the wrong thing. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Oh well. Been a long time since you played this? Guess electricity can't speed up nature? Apparently not, no. What we're gonna do? Biolab. 20 glass, 200 biomass, 10 iron beam, and 20 electron. I'm not gonna remember any of that. Got 20 glass, 200 biomass. Start with a biomass. 200. 20 glass. Iron beams, it had circuits, I think it was. Iron beam circuit. Just two circuits. Just 2 whole circuits. Let's do 20. I think it was 10, but it was 10, not 20. Busy moving and starting a new company. That would keep you busy. Right, Biolab. Fertilize them. Yeah, it doubles the output. It's twice the output. Alright, let's do 10. Yeah, 2 whole circuit boards for the whole thing. Right, let's move over to the chemical area, or the chemistry area. No ammonia. Is this place surviving? I think it's surviving. It's making noises, so it must be good. When's 1.0? Either September or Feb 30. And seen those turbines? Oh, really? Yeah, these are Mark II turbines. These put out quite a bit more power than the regular ones. What's missing from 1.0? Not a lot that I know of. I think we're pretty well there. And my attempts at framing. Oh, can I? Oh. Close camera. Hey, lots of testing. There, can I be in frame like that? Just barely. It's fine. It's fun enough. It's something I'm still getting used to. A posture check. Yeah, you'll see that I actually move around a lot. Oh boy, feels like coffee time, doesn't it? Can we start? There's only stuff left. Don't worry though, we have 2 people kind of working on it. Okay, that's better than average, isn't it? So we're all good. Actually, the real question is one of them Kvorak's top men. Crack team on it. I shouldn't say I shouldn't say that. It's good because the implication. I already have. All right. Biolabs. Biolabs. What do we want? So we need a biomass, which is petroleum and oxygen. That's easy. Can just do that here. Chop gender neutral people and things. Yes. It actually should be over here, if anything. But I'm not going to do it over there, I'm going to do it here. Am I leaving pipes everywhere? Who would do such a thing? Just leave pipes everywhere carelessly. You just can't build anywhere. Knows with the biolab, if they directly touch the pipe, input and outputs. Oh, yeah, you're good point. Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about placement. That complicates things. About... And cut again. In there. Do you don't need that many? Well, worst case scenario, I don't have enough. I figure. And then this crosses this away. And that should cover everything. Like that. Let's just do a little bit of a tidy up. Tidy up these pipes. Think it was working the way ahead, just can't put a pipe between them. Fertilizer doesn't actually use that much. I was mainly worried about the craft time, then again, that's... Oh. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these can't exchange because it's only the one arrow, it's not the double arrow. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Right, let's give it some oxygen. Make sure to actually give it some oxygen. Very important. I need to give it petroleum. 1 fertilizer per... Oh, yeah, that's true. I do, but shouldn't. Yeah. Ah, well. As I say. Worst case scenario, you don't have enough. If you have too much, it's fine. Right, that's a petroleum gas, so it should run now. Who left that chlorine pipe in the way? And that substation. Okay, now everything's off by a tile. There we go. Have you? Oh yeah, that started buffing it out. Certainly be useful. Yeah, so... voted for the one tile. Stuff and things. What is it? Stuff and things? Stuff and junk. What was it? There was one option where off by one was one off as an emote. So it's like one job but one off. There was also the idea of you have and then to go with one job. I don't know if stuff and junk will fit. So it's a lot of letters. There, you're slow built now. Fertilizer. Biomass and nitric acid. Stuff and things, be stuff like stuff and things. I was thinking of it as one thing, but it could be two. I was saying before, I am keen on the idea of doing one of the kind of emote which can be doubled up, like a multi. What do you call them? It's like a multi emote. Nitric acid was this one here. There we go. Bam. Yeah, like that there. Any of those. I just never had any really good ideas for multi-part emotes. That's why I never really pursued them. About... It could be koala reaching for coffee. There's so many options that can be worked on there. Switch you around. Oh, it's a BTTV, the one, that's why. I was trying to work out what channel it was associated with, but it's a BTTV. Now, do I want to run everything down there, or do I want to bring the greenhouses up here? I kind of want to bring the greenhouse... Oh. Do I want to belt the fertilizer? I know when it comes down to it, yes, yes I do. And the classic squid. Oop, high train. High train tracks. Let's just not carelessly run across them. Starting to think this should be on a train. Let's do a train. I've not been really utilising trains this time. There's a good one. That one, I think. Yep, fertilizer. Train hype. Western Star Wars game Co had a lot of emotes that fit the whole handful of reaching lightsaber. Oh yeah, he would have set up his emotes. Admittedly, someone like him has enough slots to actually flex seasonal emotes. A train of poop. Damn straight. Sure. That's sensible, isn't it? Neil. Storage is just a little silly. I only need 4 rows. It's already stacking in 200s. It's just silly. Right, this is holding 200 as well. It's making a lot of fertilizer. Train load will last for hours. Stupid. As I say, as I've said many times, worst case scenario, you have too much. I'm really cramming a lot of trains in here now. Fertilizer. Are you planning to take this to Mega Base? I was keen to. Yeah, I was keen to. What? Let's do a medium container. Oh, we just clicked over 2 hours. This is a Mega Base. Sort of, but not really. The only thing with the Mega Base is I'm not sure... what the infinite science is like. So we need to suss that out first. Although I think there's not really much to it. It's basically all of the endgame sciences by the looks of it. How about that one? Oh no, it's... yeah, it's all the endgame science. Was it matter, optimization, utility, production, advanced, and singularity? Singularity take. Charged matter stabilizer. Takes a matter stabilizer, takes stuff. I think I know we can replace the existing... oh, that's the wrong way. The existing signs. There we go. Ew, a tree. So now, we need to get that in somehow. Hooray! Robot speed. Robit speed. Continue that. Let's hit it down that. I don't know. Stuff and things. Sure. Okay. Roberto speed. Yes. Yeah, 5,000 though. That's a spicy meatball of research. Is it gonna make... am I gonna have to go round or something? And like completely redo these? I might as well. One, two, three. Oh, that's 4. Oh, we're off by 1. Look out, we're off by 1. Yeah, you don't really need the loaders. The loaders would actually waste material, if anything. Because the loaders would try and fill them up completely. Thank you, undo. Right, when you do those silly little click and drags, undo's so valuable. Tell you what, let's see. Let's see about getting rid of these horrible medium power poles. Then we'll see... Get that back. See what kind of output we get. See how wild it is. So much better than medium poles. Right, they're going. A good idea, Alias. I need to Dead Soul look at Dead Soul look the Shred Cave. It was very unique, wasn't it? It's unique to Shred. Is that a Mojo scam? It is. It is indeed a cam. Alright, wood. I mean, that's already 3.4 right there. The self-haircut? It's an... more or less, yeah. Oh. What's belt held up on? Self. Steel gears. Why is steel? Oh. What fuel? Hang on, I'm not looking at the right one. This is the one I'm looking at. You don't have fuel. Okay. That's a problem. I mean, this has instantly backed up all these bells as well. I can get around that. Alright, we need this a thingy. So just between two greenhouse recipes. One uses fertilizer, the other doesn't, and the fertilizer one produces twice as much. Pretty much all it comes down to. A lot of junk here. Probably nowhere near enough. Can I actually do the other furnace? I can't. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here come the beacons. Gonna take some fiddling. Gonna take a lot of wrangling if even. Clear out the whole lot. Actually, overdue for break time as well. Right, that's the output. The right number of times. That will be the output's plugged in. I just need the input. Input is much the same. Offset it slightly, like that. Although OCD dictates that it should all be in line. I reckons do the splitter. Should be able to feed one either side. Helps to set these. Probably also help if these were running on enrich, but oh well. We actually do need... That's annoying. That's why I didn't upgrade it. I actually needed it for the recipe. might be a little bit far away for that. Oh, crap. I could reverse it. That might be the way to go. So we do input on the center. There. You do the smelly out the L thing. Okay, and there. How many? 10 plate, 2 of there, makes outputs 5, so the bigger output goes on the inside and the other stuff goes on the outside, like that. Potentially possible, it can do them on both the same belt. Ah. That's mildly inconvenient. Mildly annoying. And technically this needs to come in from the bottom now. But instead of going through and rebuilding it properly, I'll just do it like that. Because it could just come across and up. It doesn't need to go all the way around the, the smelting. Go into there. Oop, don't actually want that. Want that. Oh. That's making steel now. Very good. Not terribly quickly, but it's making it. Those over there, and there. And what I'll do is I'll just demolish all this. Now we need to make a mirror. Help if I had these round the right way. A new landing station on the Sunshine Coast, north of Brisbane. Looking to get into data centers attached. If they push the update, the music player, but when I mute the stream now, it also mutes the music player. Ah! That probably can't have been a recent update. It's actually handy if it does. It probably just took long enough, took forever for it to sync up. Problem is the underground cable goes Sydney, Sunshine Coast, Guam, Japan. Get 10 gig from Sunshine City's like 8,000 a month. Is that a lot for that sort of link? Like, is that what would one of the other routes be worth? I'm just going to do it the lazy way. Pretty much just look, but I've been listening to you on the other streams, and you should long ago based on your stream your top hat. So just fit with the voice. I surprised a lot of people when I turned it on. I mean, and I've been certainly been trying to torture everyone with all these buttons, and that's how I normally look. There is actually some filtering going on. Just full disclosure that this is how it normally looks. And just because I can. Bleh. Hey, Rain. I drink coffee like that. The views are a lie. Right, let's get this thing pasted in. And get more steel going. Hopefully we'll get all our steel back. That we don't have any more. That what you call it, the underbelly. One day I'll actually use that, have a purpose for that. Oh yeah, for anyone who has Twitch Prime, there is a playlist going on, and you can sync it up with your Amazon Music somewhere either side. I'm doing a bit of a trial run with it, seeing how it performs, if it's great, if it's terrible, if it's annoying. Seems to kind of work. Not enthused about the results so far. How are we looking for wood now? We're at 5,800, so it's certainly an improvement. It's probably going down as the fertilizer's consumed. Where's our steel at there? Certainly not near our peak of 1.7k, which is pretty terrible. Actually making it up there. Hey, thanks for the entertainment. You're always highlight an excellent live in your streams vids. Follow your channel. Thank you very much for that. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I need to do more with the YouTube. I've been slacking off. Somewhat slacking off. I haven't been pushing hard enough to try and put more content on there. Because there's a lot of guides and things that I should be doing. Or that should be on there that I haven't done. Uh oh, that's a bad sound. Oh, they're not still. That's fine. I get what you mean. Now, about half. Now, admittedly, there is no speed modules going on there at the minute. We have a very significant shortage of speed modules. Also slightly concerning that this... oh. That would explain a lot. There we go. Just keeps getting worse, doesn't it?
Hey, autosave. Yeah, there's quite a few things missing at this point in time. Missing inserters. I'm missing a lot of things. The problem is all those things depend on steel. Missing coffee? That sounds like a good idea, because we're already at 2 hours 7 minutes, and I was meant to stop at 2 hours. So I think we'll pause for a moment here, and then we'll have a look at what the base has been up to when we return.